Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Doki Doki Literature Club. We just joined the Literature Club, and our heart's going Doki Doki for sure. So many cute girls. This game's gonna be great.
They're there just for me.
I mean, it kinda seems that they are, even though they were there before we were.
Lotus, if somebody wants a cute girl, somebody's gonna have to barf it all up.
See what you did, you little jerk? Right, so anyway, we went home with Sayori.
Lotus, I'm gonna feed you to my tarantula.
Oh. So yeah, anyway, Sayori, we walked home with Sayori, so here we are.
The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls.
Among.
Between.
Yeah, among. Jeez, you really don't do literature much, do you, Lotus? Sorry, what's the character's name? Oh.
Sayori?
What are you thinking this?
Yes, because you're listing them.
Oh, there we
Natsuki.
go. Okay.
Yep. I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yuri. And of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I guess she's supposed to be your alpha choice,
Sure.
Monica.
Well, she's the smartest and most beautiful, most athletic and everything.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
No.
Why not?
Lolita's screen. Clearly the answer is no, even though the character is obviously salivating over all of them. Except for maybe Sayori.
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Perhaps. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me.
Again, like, it's already found you. Oh no, I have to write one poem. Like, what an unlikable character. Like, usually the harem character is like, what do I do? I'm in this weird situation. But this guy's just a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, usually the characters are naive to the point of being frustrating, but this guy's a jerk.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Oh man, could you think of a worse fate? Oh, really?
It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Huh. Okay. Fester, embrace, death, empty.
Well, Fester is obviously...
Wait, does it actually...
So who are we gonna woo? We also have 20 pages worth, I think.
Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. I was highlighting the words. I thought the girls were jumping in accordance to who would like it, but it's just it's just idle animation.
Okay. So we know Yuri will probably like the horror themed ones, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm into her style of writing. I don't know what kind of poems Natsuki writes or Monica, but Yuri mentioned she's into world building and horror, and like I'm down with that. Like absolutely.
Lotus is into goth girls. Let's just put it that way.
She's not even a goth girl. What are you talking about?
She's the closest thing we have to one.
Not really. Even then, she said she's like, I dabble in horror.
Yeah.
She's into world building and fantasy. But in any case, milk. Let's just not.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I don't know if death would be up her alley. I guess it'd be no one else's. Fester. It's like, I don't know, death or empty. It's like the most edgelord choice I know, but
pick whatever you
death.
want.
Oh, so we really are going with 20 here. Destiny. Parfait.
Empty parfait.
Yeah, Destiny, why not? Adventure, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at fantasy.
Oh, they hop up. Whichever one.
No. It's idle.
No. They jump for joy. The specific girl jumps for joy when you pick it.
No, look.
No.
Like different ones are.
No,
when you pick it.
Yes. See, that's the one. She likes that word.
I see.
So it's supposed to give you an idea.
Okay, so I need to go for the unnecessarily darker ones.
Now notice the Monica's not there.
That's a good point.
So you can't woo Monica yet.
Interesting. And you can woo Sayori, even though you are obviously not even slightly interested. It kind of throws me off a little bit.
Maybe you have that like childhood like kind of crush.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can't wait for the big reveal that Natsuki's into horror.
Yep.
Okay, nope. Melancholy.
Yep.
Those don't seem like... They seem like they're taking it too far, but alright.
Yeah, you're definitely wooing Yuri with
King
this.
Crimson. Yeah! Incapable? I'll go intellectual. That's probably gonna be like Sayori or Natsuki. No? Alright. Man, I'm killing it. Vertigo? Portrait?
Philosophy is probably her too. Yep.
Damn, you're nailing it. Alright. Graveyard.
Doki
Doki.
Suicide. Graveyard.
Suicide. I'm not...
And Despise is probably her, too.
Despise.
Yep.
Like, she's way too edgelord for considering her, like, basically her entire character.
Yeah, Misfortune is probably her...
Yeah. It's disappointing, though.
No,
no.
there you go.
Sayori was Misfortune? Heartbeat, we already got Doki Doki. What are you talking about? Judgment. Unrequited. That's more of a romance thing. Secret? Imagination? Hey! Eternity. Massacre. Frightening. Killing it. Tragedy. Effulgent.
What's effulgent mean?
I've seen the word, but I forgot what it means, actually. But it's a good one to choose. Awesome.
Contamination would probably be her.
That seems like such a weird word, but alright.
Yeah.
Last word. Inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is our poem gonna be?
I don't know. Hi again, Lotus. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. I just wrote a grimdark poem about shit.
I wrote like a Toko poem from Danganronpa.
This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Lotus. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Agreed. I'm not into literature doesn't mean I'm a freaking idiot. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too.
What a blabbermouth.
Yeah, actually. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Uh-oh, she also likes manga. Oh, give me the secret.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
That's what I do whenever I go to Barnes & Noble and I see the
Could I
graphic
see
novel section.
The Monica section?
The Monicas, yeah. Manga is literature. Animes, cartoons.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Lotus always gives his best, as long as he's having fun. Can confirm. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. What, really?
Really?
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Why are you even over there in her house? Like,
yeah, like,
you said you hadn't seen her in a while.
Or at least walked home with her in a while.
And you almost set your house on fire once.
What? I want to hear that
Pork
story.
chop sandwiches.
Get the fuck out! Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lotus can become good friends too. With my poem, we got nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah.
Like fiddling with her hair.
Sayori.
Good friends. Oh, that's like going out, I guess.
Not like I like you or anything, Baka.
Yeah. It just kills me when something like that. Well, you can become good friends. Oh, it's just like, grow up. Goddamn.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
No, pretty sure you're oblivious that it's not a weird situation.
Yeah.
I mean, so to be fair though, Yuri's acting similarly, so I see it, but like, come on. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Wait, Sayori? Man, you weren't kidding. She is a blabbermouth.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
It's really nothing. Never mind. Oh my god, she doesn't have eyes!
They disappeared. Where'd they go?
Oh! Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
Just give me the thing!
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise.
Again, like, you handle everybody but Sayori really well. So what is your endless griping about having to be in this club?
It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
The Complete Works of Edgar Allan Poe.
It's actually some Yuri.
Yeah, great. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
I wonder if this interaction is happening because of the poem that we made.
But we haven't even, like, that's what I'm thinking, but we haven't shared the poem, so I don't know. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How am I, like, narrating in my head and stammering? Like...
Yeah.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Battle Royale.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
Are we just not going to go into what it is? It's just a book?
It's just a book.
Ah, come on.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club.
Expected. So something different happened.
Sure. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Sounds like a club meeting. You don't really get much business done at them.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. They're social clubs.
Yeah.
Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance.
Yeah, depending on the book, like, you could really get like an eagle stare.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet
for her Love Hina manga collection.
Ooh. Fruits basket.
I haven't read that one. Love Hina was actually my first manga ever. I borrowed it from my friend Perry.
I'm trying to remember what mine was. I think it was Death Note.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, no, it would be Akira or Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, okay.
Because they were English versions of those were made a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more.
Yeah, it probably was the poem.
But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me.
I figured.
Yeah. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her.
This music. This is, like, hilarious.
She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book.
Well.
Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, if I were focused. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
No, you have the book I gave you.
Mm-hmm. It's not the same book. It's a copy.
It's another printing. Yeah.
It's another printing.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
One of them was a gift, jackass. You could tell because she gave it to you. Yeah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them?
I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
Yeah.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
Like now, at the reading club? I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story that I won't describe at all.
Is that so?
Oh.
What's it about, anyway?
Come on. Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back.
Just reads the back of the book to us. Thanks.
It turns out she just gave us a random-ass book.
Yeah.
The book is titled The Wealth of Nations. My struggle.
Yeah.
Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Oh, fair enough. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Don't want to give too much away. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Whom to trust? No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Are you just gonna tell us everything?
You know what's really funny is in high school my teacher was like, whatever you do, don't read the synopsis of the Scarlet Letter on the back.
Oh, really?
Because they literally give away the biggest twist in the book.
That's so stupid.
It's like, what the... Like, really?
Yeah.
What kind of... That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere.
Not for me, because I'm a genius. I'm good at video games.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lotus?
No, that's not. It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things.
Again, A Song of Ice and Fire. The more you read, the more everything sucks, but they're engaging reads.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside. She's reclusive on the outside?
Yeah, wait.
But her mind seems to be completely different. What?
She's so outgoing on the inside. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At the least I could do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
Yeah, this is like the one time I would expect talking like this. That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What do you say?
Oof, now Lotus did it.
Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. So Japanese, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, why am I like playing? You know, like in a fighting game, you're playing footsies to position yourself.
Yeah.
That's what all this is.
Yep.
Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
Okay.
As opposed to reading alone by myself. Without anyone else.
I'm reading in company with no one.
Yeah. Well,
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
You're at a club where you read.
With other people.
You literally came here to do this.
Well, at least take a seat across the room, baka.
No. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company.
Actually, Yuri, now you're distracting. Could you please go somewhere else?
It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad feeling. Maybe a little distracting, and her breath smells, but feeling
Yeah, great.
but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye.
But the book is in the apple of my eye.
And that's in the eye of the beholder. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Could you hurry, Lotus? I already read this page. Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for apologizing.
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
Yes.
I mean...
Well...
What?
Ahaha. Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. That would infuriate me. Reading, like, even with my girlfriend, I'm not gonna read, like,
at
a
the same
book
pace.
on... Yeah, nobody does that.
Also, she then timidly closes my copy. Just leaves.
Her own copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my own copy.
Yeah.
And then other people's books.
And then they explode.
Yeah.
Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Whoa, scandalous.
It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I don't care.
Right?
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Why don't you do it, Yuri?
God, the posturing.
Here. Whoa, a different picture. Oh my god.
This is definitely happening as a result of the poem.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't get to see what the poem was.
It probably
Would've been hilarious.
They probably didn't couldn't
there's
write
no
a
way.
good
There's
enough
no
poem.
way.
Yeah. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Why? I don't care.
I need every last detail of how she's holding the page, Vice. This matters.
Her hands were clean. She had just returned from the restroom.
Yeah, and the manicurist.
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book.
I love this picture, but without that context, it's like, there's 3 arms.
That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb.
I get it.
It slips to her side.
And when it does
Why am I reading this?
And when it does get to her side, then she takes the book with her left hand and puts it down so the page is completely turned. I see.
I'd rather read the book than read this. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before.
Well, that's no good. It's not like we're dating or anything.
They might think we like each other.
This is such a just a non-issue.
Yeah, it's actually kind of distracting me.
Is it kind of distracting you?
I'm getting tired of reading this. It's as if we can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Well, she is in the corner of your vision. It's called peripheral vision.
No, it's as if.
Oh, sorry. Are you ready? Let's go! Word 1. To turn the page? Oh, were you just thinking the whole time she actually read it, and now you're ruining the reading experience?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Like, if you're gonna do that, read it out loud.
Yeah.
I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Step 1, try actually reading, because you haven't been doing that.
I'm reading.
Oh, sorry. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? It's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to read...
It's like reading with a child!
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks.
Remember,
We
if you're under
reading.
the age of 13, you might not want to play this game.
Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page.
She just does it, ready or not.
Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition.
That's actually not a bad idea.
We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange.
Of pages.
When we complete a chapter together, it's like some kind of...
It's like even closer to intimacy, I guess.
orgasm.
Yeah, just like that.
My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb.
Much as my own heart flutters whenever I do such a deed.
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Wait, what? What? Everything she does makes things worse for everyone around her and she ends in despair? I hope we're talking about, like, physical appearance or something and that's it, because, like, that's not good.
Her hair was purple. Her eyes were purple.
She was reading a book with somebody who's a freaking dink. You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. She's not blunt at all.
Yeah, like, well, I was thinking, like, what?
But she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does.
Fair enough.
Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remained silent for a moment.
But Lotus, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Yeah, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Way to make it worse, by the way.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Yeah, recovery. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. There we go.
No kidding.
Yeah, there we go.
Darkness, death, despair.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from her book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right.
I was kind of waiting for, like, ow, even though we're on page, like, 2.
Oof. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
Ooh. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight.
Ugh.
That means you can't read together
You dropped his
at
opportunity.
all. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
Alright. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
All right. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. No dog earring.
Yeah, I was
don't
going to
wanna
say,
do that.
you know, bookmarker. I actually don't like dog earring.
I do. I only like dog earring your books, though.
Oh, okay.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before.
I really hope we read something.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I hope it's like a Mad Lib where it's like, I was walking to the darkness and I decided to buy some empty. It's like, what? I can't wait.
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. She wrote it last class.
Yeah, right?
On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.